morning, welcome to the channel. It's bright and early on a Saturday morning, 19th of October, and today we're heading to the Classic Bike Show at Stafford. I'm not going to film on the bike, I'm just going to get there, so next time you see us, hopefully we'll be parking the bike up and I'll take you around and let you have a look what's there. I'll catch you shortly. We've actually arrived. Very damp, slippy grass. Somebody's already come off just behind me, parking up, unfortunately, but yeah, lots of people here. I'll see you in the showground. Well guys, finally made it in. Oh, look at that, beautiful. RC163 Honda. Two-stroke heaven. Look at that beast. Seat doesn't look comfortable. The exhaust looks loud. Sorry. Stunning. Two-stroke heaven. Wow. Look at that thing. Sealy. What's that? 1972. Lovely. No BSA.
SPS, which is like there's a picture of it, just so you know. Talent BRT, they make all my tanks. And what it is, Eileen, her father started the business. Now she's and her husband run it. But Eileen, the woman, she plays all with every penny. She's got a great big English wheel.
Oh, what do you think of that?
Yeah. No, you can't get it there. It's the flip.
Kawasaki 900. Several of them. Yamaha Classic Club. Beautifully restored. Vintage Japanese motorcycle club. Oh, turboed. Lovely. 250 learner bike. Triple. Excuse me. From 73. Wow. Oh dear. Exhaust pipes on that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Zuki kettle on the Caranash stand. And that is a 1977 machine. Gorgeous. In my wife's favourite colour as well. They called them the Widowmaker. I don't think I've seen a Suzuki 120 before. Hey, don't see many of them. Suzuki Rotary RE5. Very interesting bike. Didn't sell well. Probably what makes it so rare.
So everything's not
Blimey, someone's put some work into that. Immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. Adrian Perkins is 1973. machine. Very nice. Well, the Italian motorcycle owners clubs now on their stand. Oh, what everybody wanted. Jota. '76 vintage. Look at that engine now. Hours and hours of work gone into that. Beautiful. Oh my God, what has someone done to that? 6-cylinder heaven. CBX enthusiasts stand. Say I love these bikes. Absolutely beautiful. The Verda.
How you doing? All right. Oh no, I know. I was in it for nearly an hour. You've been queuing from the island just to get
in. Again, you have to admire the work in these bikes. The amount of hours someone's put into getting them looking like this. Like your Kawasaki triples. There's 4 of them. Those exhausts. Beautiful. under. Somebody's added a cylinder in there, 2 cylinders in there. Sorry.
All these engineering machines and capabilities.
It's the biggest misconception. You have to have every single tool from the CE catalogue in a big garage. You just need a few spanners, literally, just a few, some hard files and hacksaws, a nice lathe, like an old Colchester lathe, a milling machine, a TIG welder. And that all fits in an 8 foot by 8 foot square area, if you're organised. That's all you need. And you can do everything at home except cast.
And is that what you have?
That's what I've got.
That's not right. It's not. There's no excuses for anybody here, including myself.
I actually, back in 1999, I built engines here on the stand. I built an SS100 V-twin engine, which I've got around there. Started it up on the Sunday. I built a 1300 Kawasaki 5, 1004 Kawasaki, and a 4155 in 3 years in a row on the stand with nothing more than hacksaws and files.
Do you know what? I get to meet various characters and special people doing the work that I do now since I kind of stopped racing motorbikes, and everybody's very different, including Henry Cole. He's very different. Obviously, he's got a massive history. He's been on more planets in his time than Star Trek, which is all he's very open about. Yeah. And a great guy, but comes from a very wealthy background, but loves the two-wheel scene, and puts a lot of it obviously into practice and makes money from it.
Yeah, he's good. I'm working with him now on some shows, but we have an absolute blast of a time. What makes me really sort of upset me, some people slag him off online. He's the nicest person in the world to work with. He's really kind and very, very passionate about motorcycling. But we have just such a laugh on the BSA Bantam or a Triumph Tiger Cub. I mean, you might have seen the wheelie I pulled on the Triumph Tiger Cub, which is not my finest hour, but we had such a laugh making that sequence. It's a bit of a release from being in the garage.
Yeah, I bet.
It's really, really good.
So, you spend so much time, of course, in your workshop, in your garage, making things and engineering. What? Are you married?
I am married, yeah, to Tracy. She's nice.
Do you ever see her?
I see her all the time. We have tea breaks. No, my house, the garage is just off the kitchen, so if I'm pottering around in the garage, what's wrong with that? But you'd be in the drawing room, I suppose, couldn't you, with your pipe, reading a paper?
And what does your lovely wife think of all of this?
No, she's not really too much into motorcycles, but she sees the attraction. She comes out on the back.
Really?
She's been on the Flying Millyard once, only once, never again. But she loves the H1s and the H2s coming out of those, so that's quite nice. I tried to get her to come here today, but the trouble is it's a long way and it's a bit of a hustle and bustle, really, isn't it?
So what, in your own mind, first of all, what has been your toughest creation?
Everyone says that to me. It's quite a lot, especially online. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to say because
obviously you're a very clever.
The RC374. I made that just for a challenge to myself.
Yeah.
Because I thought, can I make a plausible 6-cylinder Honda that sounds like a 6-cylinder Honda? And I went out and bought some Yamaha engines to start with because Honda engines are too expensive. The MC22s are £2,000 because all the trolley racers nick them for their production bikes, replicas. So I thought. So I got these engines, started storing them up. I thought, my God, this is going to be really difficult. I don't really know how I'm going to start with a crank. So I bought a picture book off of eBay for making models, not making real bikes. From that, I managed to piece it all together. So I made the crank from scratch out of raw materials.
Just from pictures?
From pictures, copying the Honda design. I used Kawasaki KX60 connecting rods and big end bearings, Yamaha SRT50 pistons, and then everything else is all handmade. And I built the whole thing, and then I had to make a frame, and then I'd never beaten an aluminium fairing before. That was my first attempt, and an aluminium tank with all the TIG welding. But I thought I just see the vision of it being finished and just complete it, never give up.
From that with the fuel tank being your first time, how long?
2 days. Fairing was a day from scratch. Starting at 7 in the morning, by 8:30 at night, I'd finished fairing.
So you'd never done this before. How did you kind of learn?
YouTube.
To start with, just YouTube and looking at clips.
I actually spoke to a guy at the April show the year before. He was a panel beater, and he goes, "Oh, just get a bit of metal, whack it hard. It looked really crap." He said, "Just keep hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. The dents will get horrible. Eventually, they start to smooth out, and you keep hitting them, and turn it over, keep hitting. Eventually, they disappear without using English wheels. So it's just a hammer and a bit of wood, an old tree trunk. That's what I use, an old bit of old tree trunk."
You know, and the alley, obviously, to make the fuel tank and the variable. So
You buy a sheet of aluminium, 8x4 sheet, at 1015 grade, semi-hard aluminium. It's about 30 quid.
yeah,
Cut it with tin snips. 1.6 mil thick.
amazing. So that was your toughest one. What was the most rewarding for you?
Well, going back to the
favourite?
toughest one still. I mean, if every bike I've made had its problems. The Viper V10. I went on eBay. I bought a Viper engine. It weighs 780 pounds. That's just the engine. That's the weight of more than a Pan-European. Just the engine. I put it on bricks in my garage. I've got to make something that's safe. I can use it on the road, ride it. I can go 207 miles an hour at half throttle and it's not going to blow up. And all the systems have got to work. So you sort of reverse engineer back from the vision of this bike to each component and start making it. That was one order of magnitude difficult. And the RC374, everything was so small. I'm working with a watch, just like little tiny gears and stuff. It's all running around at 20,000 RPM. That was really hard. The Bellaset V-Twin, I tried to make it look like it was a proper bike from the 30s, which meant it's just the attention to detail, which really that can be quite draining as well. I mean, the two-strokes are easy now. I tend not to do those anymore because they are really, really simple to do. So I don't do those.
Easy. Now, you just said there, obviously, the big one, 200 miles per hour at half throttle.
We took it to Bruntingthorpe with Bruce Dunn, who's the motorcycle news senior road tester. We went down, the first run we did, I think I took it up to 196 on my first or second run. Come back in, can't really say what I was feeling, not with a microphone, but I was... I needed to go and change, basically. It was quite, it doesn't stop pulling. And I said to Bruce, be careful, you can't roll the throttle off because the torque from the engine is pulling you back so hard you can't roll off 500 bhp and 550 pounds-foot of torque with one gear. So he sort of smiled and got on it. He come back in, he's shaking like this. He goes, you can't shut off. He goes, I only got to half throttle, I turned it half. He goes, 207.101. I guess that'll do, we'll just leave it at that. That's for no fairing and 8 hang on.
I was just going to say, it's not like, you know, you're sat behind a bubble and out of, obviously, the wind and everything goes with it, because Bruntingthorpe is a 2 mile long, straight, fabulous, you know, slightly downhill. However, there's a lot of wind there and a lot of aggravation. And, you know,
and tunnel vision that we were talking about earlier. After about 195, everyone that goes, oh, my bike does 200, it doesn't go 200. R1's blades, they don't go 200. Because after about 180, 185, you get this tunnel vision and everything starts to shake. And it comes down, the faster you go to a small dot like that. I want not a TT, but I want a straight road. And the finishing, all the trees in the future seem to be here like that. But I know they're not, but they felt like they were there. And that all happens at about 195, and that's why I backed off. Bruce said, you've got to just drive through that. So I let him get on with that. But I'm thinking about centrifugal force of the tyre at 3,250 RPM, my rear wheel. And I'm thinking, in my mind, all these maths going, the weight of the tyre and everything, it's thousands of kilograms. But anyway, it survived.
it's funny how people think of different things at high speed, and that's the last thing that will be on my mind.
Yeah, it's that, the chain. The amount of force required to pull the chain back around the sprocket at that speed is thousands of pounds. You're talking about half a ton of force. The pull on the chain's 1.5 tons from the engine. You know,
So from that side, how do you kind of work out what size chain and what to use to keep the bike safe to run, as well as, you know, in one piece?
I bought the biggest, strongest chain I could buy, which is an EK drag race. It's rated at 1,000 horsepower, and I've got 500, so that's the safety factor. But I change it 3 times a year. Usually, if I do about 1,500 to 2,000 miles in the bike a year, and I change the chain 3 times. If I'm doing a speed event, Elvington has a new chain.
So obviously we're talking about Bruntingthorpe with this machine, and of course, you know, at half pace at flipping just at 207 that Bruce managed down the straight. But you use this bike every day.
Yeah,
everyday
in
use.
the summer I'm out on it most weeks. Go around country lanes. I've been Prescott Hill Climb, I've been around the Isle of Man on it, around the TT circuit.
That's a tight little course.
Yeah, it's Prescott's really tight. The hairpin up in the trees. Yeah, my trick on that, I have to go into it at 65, shut the throttle off, coast, just use momentum to go around and then power out. You can't drive around it. But I've been up there on the FM. I took Zeph Eisenberg on the back of my FM round Prescott. We did it last year, which was good fun. So
It might be good fun on the front, but not on the back.
what you said to me was, if you went round the corner and I ain't got to the corner yet.
So, you know, for you, is racing a passion, or is it purely the engineering side?
I used to race motocross and enduro when I was younger, but not only at club level. I was more proficient in enduros, where it's longer distance. But I've never done a track race. I've done one track day training day at Cadwell Park. That's all I've done in my life.
What was that on?
A Yamaha SZR 400RR, 1993, I think it was.
Yeah, it would have been. That was either the same year. That's what kicked me off racing, yeah.
He said I was a proficient wet weather rider. That was on my. I think that meant I was slow. I think because it was raining.
Safe.
He's a proficient wet weather rider. Yeah.
So what's on the workbench at the moment?
Well, another Bellaset engine I've knocked up. The B-twins. I'm going to make. I always try and make two. If I can.
Of everyone?
Yeah, it's more plausible as an original bike because someone goes, "Oh, I've got one of those." It's quite cool. The SS100B twin, there's 4 of those. One of them's in the Barber Museum in America. I've got 2, and there's another one that I sold to somebody. And just about all the bikes I've made, apart from the big ones, there's more than one of each.
So, you know, all of these machines you have, is this your main income, or is it purely a passion?
Well, I was lucky enough to take my early retirement at 50, which was 2011. And I do, obviously I work with Henry now, and I write for Morton's. And I get my pension. so that's it, that's my life really. I'm fiddling with the bikes most of the time.
The LC Club. North Wilts Motorcycle Club. C30. Beautiful Harris Street Fighters. Beautiful chrome frame on that one. Six 500s. It's in good order, isn't it? the halls are crowded. Look outside. Busiest I've ever seen the show. Original katana.
The only small speed that I know of is...
Oh guys, I think that's enough for me. Just too busy. Absolutely packed. Whew. Well guys, back to the car park. It was enjoyable, but too busy for my liking, too packed, wall to wall people in there. And that yellow speed triple was the poor devil that fell over in the car park coming in. You see all the mud stuck to it. I mean, really, there ought to be hard standing for motorbikes here, in my humble opinion, but instead of a muddy grassy field, more suited to that Tenere park next to me. But still, all good. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. Cheerio, goodbye.